This computer. Yeah, 好了。
Hello guys. Today I'm going to introduce our final project, a real-time hand gesture recognition system. My name is Haodong Wang, and uh, below my head is my groupmate, Jia.
Oh,
So today we're going to split our presentation into four main parts. We do a main introduction, brief introduction, and then we introduce our system design, and then we introduce how we implement our algorithm and how we test. Finally, we're going to show our results. First, the hand gesture project is motivated by some smart home setup, and also it's also used can be used in virtual reality in robotics, and it also can be used for touchless operation for surgeons, so that people can operate the screens, make some operations without direct contact with the screen. So we have some main components here. For the hardware, we choose the D10 nano, and the camera is a Logitech webcam C920. Cloud service, we choose Azure, and key packages, we use OpenCV to do image processing, and we uh, choose Azure Storage as a container to process our images. The main data flow is like first the large web camera is installed on D Nano 10. Once it captures the frames, it will upload it to the Azure cloud by D Nano 10, and then we will process our images on the cloud to by computing and do some gesture recognition. We're going to show the results on the cloud. Implementations. So for our project, first we test our gesture recognition and frame capture algorithm in our local PC. Once it works for our local PC, we upload and deploy the functions to the DNL 10 by SSH function in the VS Code. Finally, we also update the file the file to do the file update, which is upload our file to the Azure cloud service to do continuous uploading. And also because it's a live camera, we also delete the expired frames. Once the file is uploaded to Cloud Shell, to the Azure, we choose, there are several ways actually to process the images. Firstly, we try the Cloud Shell. The Cloud Shell is pre-configured environment. It has some popular packages already installed on the Cloud Shell, for example, the pipe, and also like Python. And it is also a secured environment. But there are several evident limitations for the Cloud Shell. For example, this is a resource limited. We can only use about like 5G storage. And also in the Cloud Shell, when we are like user level privilege, we cannot be root leveled, which means we cannot like use some APD get to do some free installations. And there's some limitations when we try to use OpenCV packages.
okay. For the rest of the report will be presented by Jai right now. And so the second trial we made is using container with virtual machine. And this is also kind of a supply supplement solution to the Cloud Shell because Cloud Shell could be running with as a root if it's running on the container with the VM. So using container with VM is also like a make a plan for the first one, the Cloud Shell. But the pros of using this is VM has complete environment, no matter if we are using Ubuntu server or Red Hat or Windows server, they all have complete environment. So using command like pip or anything else we want is really easy. So downloading everything is really familiar with us and easy with us, which is kind of easy to use. And the cost of this is really high, which is the bad thing of this method. So we are not decided using this because this is kind of like a one-time trial, but we have paid for $70 for this, so we didn't try this. And next page. Yep. And next page, the third trial we made is the function app. The function app is provided by Azure. And with these things, we can actually easily interact with the film stored in the Azure because everything is right on the Azure and you don't need to worry about environment. And because Azure has already provided for us, the only thing we need to do is upload our function onto the Azure, onto the option function application actually, and we can interact with the storage film, and which is the image we want, the frames we got. However, there are some bad thing about this because uh, there is really little documentation for this function. So as a student, I think it's really not that easy to use this method. And also the error message is very simple sent by the Azure. As you can see, on the left side of the image here, we can see the response code is accepted. So I think that means we have successfully connected the app application to the storage. And however, there is nothing sent back. So it's kind of hard to debug and it's not that suggested to use this function. And next. So the fourth part, we're going to talk about our experiment. So for this video, we're going to show how our results and how they're going to do this for us.
Yeah, so this is algorithm processed on the Cloud Shell. So first I connect the web camera to the D Nano 10. Then I run the cloud monitoring file. I just monitor the Cloud Shell. Once there's a file to upload it, I just process it right away. Okay, then I to make some gestures and take screenshots. Since the D910 only have one USB port, I have to take it off take the camera off and put the Wi-Fi adapter on. And once I upload the files, the Cloud Shell can process it right away.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this in more detailed way. And the things we have down is firstly about the gesture detection. And for this part, well, this is also like one of the trial we made. And as you can see, there's a demo guy on the image. And yeah, the algorithm has successfully detected my hand, and you can see my gesture is being like a victory, and on the left corner of the images, there's a yellow on it, which shows that it has successfully detected what I'm doing right now. And for the next step is the second step is about the capturing the frames. And this is the result we have for this step. And we are building this with firstly, the one part of this is extract function, extract frame from the video we have, not video actually, the live camera we have. And since we're not like since we won't do a live camera, we cannot send a live camera directly from the DE10 nano to our Azure. So we're gonna capture a lot of frames and then send the frames to the Azure. And however, it's like a big storage cost for our smart board. And our board it only has real limited storage space. So we're gonna have a automatically deleted expired frames function, which is already right, is also right here. You can see the oldest file. And the result of this is showing on the right side of this images. Like the frames we have here is like the 5 frames. What is right, but we have the number from 16 to 20 because the frames number 1 to number 15 has automatically been deleted before the storage limitation result. Yeah, and next step is sending this to the Azure. And It's really obvious we have successfully sent this to the Azure, and also Azure also has the automatically delete function. So there's only these 5 images on this. And with this image on the Azure, we cannot now like utilize these images and do the actual gesture detection, which is we have seen like 2 pages before. And that's for this part. Thanks, everyone.